The 3 A's: affirmation, affection, and approval. A common fallacy within interpersonal relationships is the drive for those 3 A's before emotional intimacy. Well, why is that so important? Well, as mentioned, typically people, when they're seeking for the 3 A's, it's because they didn't get them when they were younger. And what's so important about that is that we lose our authenticity when we seek for them as an adult. So let's go ahead and define them by definition. Affirmation is emotional support and encouragement. Now you might think, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being seen? So that's a I'm seen. Affection, fondness or being liked. I'm loved. Approval is agreeing with, I'm valued. Nothing is wrong with it as long as it's done in the right way. If your intent is to get someone to like you, you're going to go through the gateway of surface intimacy. You cannot deepen a relationship if you're the one trying to get others to like you. The likeometer doesn't have any empirical support that it works. Even in sales, building rapport is the last thing you want to intentionally do. It needs to be the byproduct of a very thought out, well-versed system of developing mutual trust and respect. When you seek the 3 A's and think you're going to get love as a result of it, you will be disappointed because your expectation will not be met. The only way you can develop a deep level of intimacy is through the gateway of mutual trust and respect. So here's something to consider. So many people think that love makes the world go round, including the Beatles. Well, the Beatles were probably on drugs the day they wrote that song, but they also interpreted love a lot differently than I do. So does Hollywood, by the way. Love to me, the deepest form of love, is mutual trust and respect. So picture the following: a couple sitting in front of you or in front of me, husband and wife. The wife or the husband says to me, Dr. Himmer, I love my wife, but I'm going to get a divorce. And then the wife says, yes, Dr. Himmer, I agree. We're civil, it's amiable. The divorce will be amicable, but we're going to get divorced. I'm going to argue that they only loved each other because they could see good in each other. They didn't love each other to the depth of mutual trust and respect. You don't get divorced if you have trust and respect for each other, starting with self. There's a video or a documentary came out some years ago called In Utero. And in the documentary, what they show is that when the embryo is in the uterus and they experience trauma, that trauma, if it goes unresolved, will lead to cancer. It's causation of cancer. At the very end of the documentary, one of the scientists said the following that stuck with me. They said, well, I'll just quote it. They said, when a baby is understood, a baby is loved. To be understood is to be loved. I have 3 definitions for love. 1, to see good in others, very unconditional. I can see good in anybody, no matter who they are, I can see good in them. And that's the love that this couple had. But number 2 is mutual trust and respect, emotional intimacy. That's conditional. I don't have that level of love with everyone. And then like a 2A is understanding another person empathetically. I know what's going on in their life. They feel understood. They feel felt. They feel loved. When they feel understood, they feel loved. The 3 A's, when you seek for it, cannot go that deep. So the takeaway, as long as you as an adult are trying to get others to notice you, to like you, to think you're cool, if everything you do is to dress for the purpose of others affirming who you are, that will always be a surface type relationship. You will be unfulfilled. It's insatiable, and therefore you will hurt. We're hardwired to connect. When we don't connect, we hurt. When it hurts, we medicate. When we medicate, we engage in maladaptive behavior based upon false narratives. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.